Good morning, everybody. It's me. The 1.18 mountains are going to be incredible. Truly something else. Quite profound, even. In 1.18 Test Snapshot 2, mountains got taller. In today's video, we're going to take a look at some really tall mountains and some really cool mountains. I hope you enjoy. Some of the mountains, some of the seeds that we'll be taking a look at in this video today were sent to me over on Twitter. If you sent me one, thank you. Meta Art, big shout out for this first seed. This is the world seed, and this is the location that we're at right now. The first mountain that we'll be taking a look at is probably the smallest mountain in today's video. We're not looking at this mountain because of the height though, we're looking at it because of the biome. You see this right here, ice spikes. So in 1.18 Test Snapshot 1, the ice spikes biome was actually missing. In the breathtaking video, I wanted to find this place because it's so amazing looking as is. Imagine combining it with the mountains, but it was impossible. The devs deleted the biomes. Same with the eroded badlands biome actually, but it's back and look at it. This is exactly what I was imagining. Take the big mountains, take the ice spikes, combine them, and you get some amazing generation like this right here. Like, look at it. It looks like the icebergs are literally climbing the mountain. Those really tall ice spikes in there too, like that one. That is literally the perfect one, but it gets even better. It keeps going this way. Ice spikes all over the place. Caves too mixing in there. And then this mountain right here. It ends with the best one. I don't know, at least I feel like this mountain looks the coolest. We have the giant ice spikes out front, and then ice spikes all over this mountain right here. Now, yes, indeed, not the tallest mountain, but it's still pretty tall. 104, that's actually massive compared to the old mountains. But wait, I said it gets even better. Look at this right here. The new caves combining with the mountains, the ice spikes in the perfect way. It's a mine shaft down here. So this goes pretty deep, all the way down to 21 on the mine shaft right here. Not quite deep slate level, but a mine shaft exposed to the surface with ice spikes all over the place in a new mountain. New mountain, ice spikes, mine shaft, the perfect trinity. It's a really, really cool looking mountain with ice spikes all over it and actually a frozen ocean out front of it. For once, biome generation actually kind of makes sense in this game. Aside from the cool mountains and ice spikes all over this mountain though, it's pretty much just like a normal mountain. Big flat area over here, even more ice spikes over there, and another tall mountain. I don't even know if it needs to be said, but obviously these ice spikes combine so perfectly with the new mountains because they're all cold biomes. It's just so cool looking. Oh, whoa, I didn't even know about this. No way, there's a village here too. Look at that. The house literally looks like it was carved out of an ice spike. Oh, that's so cool. The next world that we're going to take a look at is one that I actually found myself. This is the seed, this is the location. We start with basically the strangest plains biome village that you'll ever see. I don't know what the villagers are doing in this biome. They're like standing in blocks and corners. It's very strange. The actual plains biome is over there, down there, and over there. But the village is up here, covered in snow on top of a mountain. I don't know what the roads are doing in this village. And yeah, snow everywhere. Doesn't even look like a plains village, but it definitely is. Now, the real mountain that we want to take a look at isn't actually over on this village. It's that one right there. That mountain and that mountain over there. Insane. As of the second 1.18 test snapshot, clouds got moved up from 128 to 192, and mountains got taller. Like, way taller. Some of the peaks of the new mountains can reach up to 220 to about 260, which is insane. Now, this mountain doesn't quite make it there. It ends at 176 over here, but it's still insanely tall. The thing with these mountains is it's all relative. If you have a mountain that reaches all the way up to 260, but the blocks around it don't go very far down, kind of like this over here, then it's not going to feel as tall. On the other side, if you have a mountain that goes up to like, let's say 172 like this one, and then the blocks are like really far down next to it, the mountain is going to feel absolutely gigantic, which is like this one right here. It feels so tall. Like, especially looking at this thing from back over by the village down here on 71. Insane. You can't even see the top of the thing. It looks like it ends there, but it goes further. Taking a step back even farther, you start to actually get an idea as to how massive this mountain is. This thing is huge. However, it gets taller. So 172 right there. This thing, look at this mountain. It goes past the clouds, which means right off the bat, we're going to be past 192. This thing, like I was saying, it's all relative. We have an insanely tall mountain up here, but the blocks over there, they don't go very far down. The blocks are past the clouds right there, but it's kind of flat feeling and it's really close. It doesn't feel as tall. However, if we turn around and walk over to the peak of this mountain and look down the other side, you can't even see the ground below it. This mountain, this is the perfect mountain. The only thing that would make this mountain better, in my opinion, would be snow-capped peaks. With the ice on top of this thing, it would finish it. The mountain would literally be perfect. It would have caves inside of it like this, but then the ice on top, literally perfect. One of my favorite things to do with these new mountains, though, is to go all the way down to the ground near the mountain, find like pretty much the lowest point, check the Y level, 71, and then go all the way up to the top. Look at this thing, though. The view of this thing with the birch forest climbing the mountain, You can't even see the top of this thing, and my render distance is on like 13 or something. This thing is truly insane. Like, gigantic peak over there, even taller one. It's crazy. I still don't have any idea how you're meant to actually get up this thing in survival, though. So if you can manage to do that, that's pretty good. The peak of this mountain, the highest point right here, why 227. Yeah, that's high. That's really, really high. Really cool caves in here, too. That low area over there would be great for a base. Really, I guess this whole thing would be great for a base. The waterfalls in here are amazing. The lakes in there, the shaping, everything about this mountain is perfect. And there's even more crazy mountains all over the place in this world. It's a really, really good seed. Again, that's the seed. This is the spot. This seed was sent to me by Viper76PL. Thank you. I actually haven't seen this one yet. I just saw a screenshot on Twitter. I'm pretty sure this is what we're looking for, though. That's the seed. This is the spot. This mountain apparently has a peak of 256 somewhere, which is insane. Wow, this is a really good area, though. So gigantic mountain is sweet. Perfect for building right here. A desert for sand, terracotta for terracotta, a forest, and this mountain. 256. Where is it? Okay, I was looking around, I couldn't find it, and then I realized I sent myself to the wrong spot. A completely wrong spot. So that's just a cool spot. This is it. Oh, that's way more like it. This is way more like it. This is way more like it. The ice-capped peaks already, and that thing is still going. It's still trying to generate in. This is it. Ice-capped peaks up there like I was just talking about. And look at this thing from the ocean. There's one mountain over there. There's a super tall one over there that was still trying to generate. Oh, maybe that's taller. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's the 256 one, but before we look at that, this spot right here. So we start off with the ice-capped peaks, which is really far from the ocean down there, so it's going to feel insanely high. It's at 165 already. This area in here, fully surrounded by the mountains, like you can set up a base in there, amazing cave entrance, and then it gets even higher right here, even more ice-capped peaks. The shaping on this mountain, I wouldn't change a single thing about it. I like how thin it is and steep right there, and it just keeps climbing up even higher and higher and higher, all the way up to this spot right here, 255. And that mountain's taller. Wait, look at this. This is essentially the highest forest and plains biome I've ever seen. Like, the clouds are literally at eye level here. 190? That's crazy. Whoa, 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 whoa. This cave, too. This cave in here with the aquifers. Oh, and the snow inside of the cave. I haven't seen this yet. And it's all powder snow in here, too. That's so dangerous. This was something that I was seeing in some of the Bedrock betas, but I haven't found it in the mountains yet until now. Icy caves inside of the mountains with snow all over the place, and the powder snow. In darkness, this stuff is going to be really hard to spot, and to make it even worse, you can't even put torches on this stuff right here. You have to find solid blocks for the torches. It's a mob farm. It's literally a mob farm in here. There are so many mobs just spawned in here. What does the inside of the mountain look like? The caves go all the way up. The caves go all the way up this mountain. There's water everywhere, but there's caves, dripstone caves over there. But I'm pretty sure every single cave this high up is flooded. That's kind of a bummer. Never mind, I take it back. I found another cave up here that isn't flooded. But look at this. How the light comes in right there. How the light comes into these caves up high, or any of the caves in general. It's so cool. So this mountain peak, a completely different peak, goes super high up too. 255. But let's actually go back. We're starting to get kind of far from that other mountain. This mountain right here. The plateau on top of this thing. And the goats, they're all over the place up here. At 256. This is insane. Easily the tallest mountain that I've ever seen so far. And to make it even better, flat area for building. Height variation on both sides of the mountain, so it feels insanely tall. And crazy cave systems cutting through this mountain. And it's powder snow. It's powder snow at the bottom. And look at this. Look at this. It's like claustrophobic feeling. Like the hills all around us, every single side. Wow. Wow. That's an amazing seed. That's a really, really good seed. And an amazing mountain. Hold on, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. The ice peaks all over this thing. The ice peaks all over this thing. Wow. So the next world isn't anywhere near as impressive as the last one. I found this one myself. There's the seed, the spot. Right here is the peak of this mountain that I found. The peak of this one is 200, so like 60 blocks less than the last one. The thing that I liked about this one, though, is the meadow. I feel like I haven't seen very many meadow biomes high up, and this one, super high up. The Y level of this spot right here is 159. It's not really the best meadow for, like, building or anything, but it's a meadow, super high up, past the snow, which I think is really cool. The other cool part about this mountain is the stone shore right here, like, super steep walls. That's really cool generation. I like how the mountain just cuts off, like, drops into the ocean over here, and the cool stone walls around the mountain continue all the way around it. There are some caves in there, which are really, really cool looking, but yeah, insanely steep, tall mountainsides right here. I hope this generation actually stays into the 1.18 release. Maybe not like insanely commonly, but it's so cool looking. Look at that. The lush caves are exposed over there and over there too. Like, sure, it can get a little glitchy and strange looking, like with the mushrooms right there, but it's so cool looking too. Perfect backdrop for a base. I definitely feel like this should happen every once in a while. Tall mountain intersect with the ocean, instead of like blending down, gets cut off perfectly like that, and it makes this amazing looking cliff, even exposes a couple caves. Yeah, that's awesome. Last world, Sarthak 1914. This is the world seed. The mountain that we're looking for is going to be a pretty long ways from world spawn. I think I landed in the middle of it, like literally right in the middle of it. Again, these caves with the mountains. Don't get me wrong, I still think Chessboat deserved better, but what if the swamp biome did actually win? Like, will we just have gotten new swamps and caves? Because honestly, honestly, if this is what the devs meant by new mountains, which clearly yes, and I knew that, I would have never voted for the swamp. So this is another gigantic mountain range. It's crazy. It's insane. The waterfall right there, and it's got the peaks that we like. This one honestly feels like a combination of that steep ocean wall seed that we took a look at and that super tall mountain seed too. So the top up here is really, really flat. I feel like that's probably because of the whole upper limit thing. It almost looks like these mountains could reach taller if they were allowed to, but this one stops at 256, maybe taller. Okay, I don't know if this really counts because it's a structure, but 259. Whoa, there's a cave there. Oh, there's a cave there. But back to the side of this beast. You see what I mean? The ice-capped peaks biome, in terms of mountain biomes, absolutely unparalleled. Greatest of all time, maybe even. This place looks so good. Imagine this mountain without the ice. I mean, it would still be cool, but it wouldn't be with the ice. The snow-capped peaks. Yes, by the way, I realized I called it ice-capped peaks like the whole time in this video, I think. It's snow-capped. Maybe there's a better name for the biome. The snow-capped peaks is by far the best way to end a mountain and the best mountain biome. It's so cool. Yeah. Ice-capped peaks biome, by far. Wait, is that a vine right there? Yeah, that's a vine. Ice-capped peaks biome, by far. Best mountain biome. Hands down. Wait, no. That's not a vine. The new mountains, especially since the second experimental snapshot, are amazing. I don't even know what to say anymore. These things are tall. That's going to do it for today's video, though. If you sent me a seed for the video, thank you. Do you think the mountains should get even taller? Or do you think these mountains are too tall? Let me know down in the comments below. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. Merch below the video. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.